Hi, welcome to Campfire Cooking. Today we're going to be making my husband's red hot chili over the fire. I'm going to be starting by adding some oil to these preheated cast iron pots. You can also notice that we've got some garlic that's already roasting on the fire. I'll let that oil heat up for a few seconds. Meanwhile, I'll be putting some of this chicken sausage on the grill. This grill's been heating for about 10 minutes now. These are Italian sausages. So we'll let that cook for a few minutes. Next, I'm going to flambe some of these green peppers. Might get a little fire action there. Beautiful. Now we won't let those cook for too long. There's a few other peppers that I'm going to add. There we go. Look at all those great colors. Now transfer the peppers over to this pot. This pot has not been on the fire for very long, so it's still pretty cool. The cooking will essentially stop once we bring it over here. Use some additional tools. Get every last one out of there because I'll be using this pot to cook our ground beef. Now our ground beef has been pre-cooked a little, and we did that because it takes a bit of time to take the fat out of the ground beef. And one thing that's important to note when you're cooking ground beef over a fire and you're taking the fat out, it can get a little bit dangerous when it comes to hot fat and fire. So we did that in advance. Also, we didn't want any fat laying around here because we have wild animals and you definitely don't want to be attracting wild animals. So I'll get the ground beef and I'll be right back. I've got my lean ground beef waiting to get thrown into that pot. Our chicken sausage are cooking really nicely. You can see some of the fats melting down the pan and starting a bit of a fire. We're just gonna let that slowly burn off and move the sausages up so they don't get overcooked. It is chicken, so we're gonna keep an eye on that sausage. And I also have garlic here on the fire. I just squeezed it. It's pretty tender, but we're gonna really want those cloves to be super soft because they're going to be used to spread onto a baguette at the end. So I'll get my onions frying here. My pan needs a bit of oil, so I'll fetch that. Bit of oil there, a bit of oil to our large pot here. Ooh, that's an overflowing pan. All good though. Our peppers are sitting in a pot, cooling, waiting for these other delicious ingredients to be added. We don't want to overcook them. We like to have that nice crispiness. Here's the beef that's been pre-cooked. We'll just be warming it up a little bit and then adding all of these ingredients together at the end with some herbs and spices. So we're wrapping things up now and we're amalgamating all of our different ingredients. I'm going to divvy up the meat and the vegetables into two different pots because we're making a big batch today. So here we have our beautiful, colorful peppers. Put half on that side, and we'll take half of our ground beef and put it into this pot. It's a little bit smoky. Oh, that's about right. And then next I'll grab the onions and celery here. We'll divvy that up. Ooh, it's a little hot. Okay. Nice and dark. Give it a little stir. Beautiful. That's looking really hearty and colorful. I've got some sauce to add next. I'll slow the cooking down a bit. Give it some time to add some herbs and spices. Next I'll be adding some diced tomatoes. In half, just like that. Looking good. I'm just going to move this out of the way from the flame. It's a little high over there. You want to let this stew on a low flame, just gently. Now I've got some of my herbs here. We'll sprinkle half along this pot. Half in here. This pot's a little bigger, so I'll add a bit more. There we go. We have some of our other herbs that were shown on the ingredients list at the beginning of the video. Just kind of divvying them up here. Stir it all together. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now that is a rustic looking hearty chili. It's one of our family favorites. So I also have a few other ingredients to add. I have mushrooms, corn, and of course, you've got to have kidney beans and chili. It's getting a little cold. Guess that's what it's like when you're cooking in the winter. I love corn and chili because it just brings out the color. Every last bit. Now I'm just going to check on my sausages here. I have been checking on them frequently because they're chicken and chicken cooks quick on the fire. But they're looking great. They're just about ready to be taken off. All right, so let's mix this up a little. Now take a look at that. That is just beautiful. Lots of vegetables. Let that cook for a little while. Get the herbs and spices blended in. This sausage party is over here, so I'm going to take these off the grill. I'll be cutting them up into nice little medallions. So we'll take that off as well. And separate those cloves out. Perfect. The sun's about to set and our chili is just about ready, which is right on time. I cut up my sausage. I'm going to be adding it to the chili, and then I'll be adding Worcestershire, Tabasco, some of the roasted garlic, and a few chili peppers. So we'll try to even this out here. There we go. We've got some Worcestershire sauce here. Sprinkle that on generously. That's great. It adds a bit of a peppery flavor. And then Tabasco sauce. That is a classic chili flavor. I also have some of our roasted garlic here that I've minced up. I'm going to be adding that to the chili. There we go. Might have to get creative here. Okay, wow, that is a lot of garlic. Right. So we'll mix that all in. I've got a few chili peppers here. We're going to make one a little bit spicier than the other. Put 2 in that little pot there. And start mixing it up one more time. Wow, does that ever look hearty and nutritious? Definitely want to get a close-up on this, Ken. One got away. While those flavors are amalgamating and cooking, I'm going to make some of our garlic paste for our baguette, and we'll get that started. I've got some oil here and some of our roasted garlic cloves, and I'm just going to add a little bit of coarse salt to this. And then I'm going to crush this up to create a bit of a paste to put onto our baguettes. You can really smell that garlic. All right, so next I'm going to spread that over some toast. Wants to escape. There we go. A couple large chunks on there. Now these are going to go straight onto the grill and cook for a little bit. This grill's been heating up for a few minutes. I want to make sure our garlic stay attached to the bread. Warm up and slowly cook. It looks like our bread is ready now. So we are gonna bring this inside and top it off with some smoked Gouda and plate it, so you'll be able to see that in a picture shortly. Thanks for watching. Give this chili a try. It's delish.